All right, it is 10 of 25. It's a rainy day in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. It's a beautiful day to be in TEXITcoin. And I am Thomas Dubois, just a small little participant in trying to help us all get independent with cryptocurrency. I have two little nuggets that I want to share with you today. And, I'm just proud to be a part of this team. There is so many talented people on this team. I'm just getting mind blown, and in the whole company. If you didn't hear last night's presentation, you should. It was to the point, beautiful. And then we say the week before was the same. So it just always is different personality, different, better, 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 better. And then we know that Miss Sarah Warren rocked it this week. I have two security things that I want to touch on before we introduce our guest speaker. And remember the other day when I talked about cold storage wallets and all of those things? I talked about a fireproof bag. So I wanted to let you all know about the Sentry bag, and I wanted to show you. So it's Sentry safe, okay? And this is fireproof, okay? So in here, if it's got a snap to the top, then it's got a fireproof zipper and on there. And I can, obviously there's a bunch of stuff stored in there. So I have all of my passphrases in there. I have I don't know, you guys might recognize these things. I even have one from 2017 in here, but you guys might recognize these guys, okay? And so I'm just adding an extra layer to my family's security. So if I can't get to my safe, and there was a fire up here, and you guys know I live in Colorado, and then I have my keywords all in here, and so this is my Exodus wallet keywords there, and so all of that's in a safe place. If I can't get to it, it's a little bit more chances that I'll be able to retrieve that with this bag and in a safe. That's how I keep them. And guess what? I never have to be the one that says where's my key phrase, where's my keywords. That will never happen because I know exactly where they are. Okay, and I have them all in one place. And so, and my wife knows where they are, and my kids know where they are. So that's really, really important. Last thing and second tip from me for the day for this Friday is that the number one security thing if you use wallets on your phone is this simple thing. You don't want people to have the ability to export your phone number. That is number one thing that happens for people that get hacked, is they get their phone number exported. And I know everybody's going, oh, that won't happen to me. Well, I thought that wouldn't happen to me. And it was the biggest nightmare ever that I ever went through. Sarah, Andrea, Cory, a lot of these people know about it because it happened while I was in business with a lot of people. And I had $20,000 hacked from me by well, no. That one was only 8,000. So I've been hacked twice. And this is all, I retrieved it all. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but what I'm trying to tell you is call your provider. And I think you can even hit pound 69 and go directly to your provider, but don't get me wrong. But just call your provider, ask them to block exporting your phone numbers from all of the phones in your family. Ask them to stop exporting from all of the phones in your family. It will be one of the best security things that you've ever done if you have security on your phones. Well, I wanted to add those two things today to add in just a little bit of security tips, but we got the best of the best coming at you. And I am very, very excited about that. But let me first introduce to you my dear friend who knocked it out of the park in Lakewood, Colorado last night, who's just doing all sorts of things to serve and help the team and serve her family. And so she is a grandma and an awesome lady, and she is getting things done that most people wouldn't get done in their early 20s. And she's just knocking it out of the park. And so she is my dear friend and my friend for over 20 years, and somebody I call one of my better friends, one of my best friends. And that would be Miss Sarah Warren. Sarah, come on and say hi real quick, and then do your thing.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for the introduction, Thomas. Oh my gosh, I am Just so you all know, I'm not showing my face. It's too early for me. I'm still recovering from Thailand. So you don't want to see me right now. But I will say that I am very, very excited about what is happening in TEXITcoin. And oh my gosh, I have the privilege, and I mean the privilege and the honor to introduce my rocket star. And just to tell you a funny story about this man, real quick. He dragged his feet for a number of months before he decided to jump in. And man, did he ever jump in. He actually won the Thailand trip within like 10 days. And I am so proud of him. I have been able to work with him for the last few years in other projects. He is a fabulous leader. And not only is he a leader, but he is just darn plain old fun. I got to hang out with him in Thailand, he and Kenny, and man, he had me laughing all the time. And he is a great leader. He keeps you updated. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you Cory Moran.
Thank you, Sarah. You are amazing. Thank you so much for the introduction. And man, what a blast it was in Thailand, guys. If you guys are shooting for any kind of goals, make sure you're trying to shoot for a goal here in Texas where you can take a trip with everyone. It's so much more fun when you travel with your people. And so thank you, Sarah, for that. What an amazing lifetime experience. Thank you, Thomas, for hosting these meetings. They are so important, and you're doing such an amazing job of leadership for everyone here. And thank you guys all for taking the time this morning. I know it's early for a lot of us, and but this is very important. These trainings are super important. Texit being a crypto company, it's important for you guys to be engulfed in crypto and feel comfortable with what you're doing, and especially if you're referring others to be able to move in and out of crypto with confidence and security. So, um, I do want to say just a little bit about me, just if you guys don't know who I am. My name is Cory Moran. I am from Richmond, Virginia, a little south of Richmond, Virginia. It's actually where I've lived the last over a decade, but I've been in the cryptocurrency since 2013, 2012, 2013. I bought my first Bitcoin when it was $97. And yeah, I wish I would have lost my password back then, because I'd be a lot more wealthy right now. But I've been in and out of everything, from network marketing to cryptocurrency. So I do have a lot of experience, over 12 years of experience in learning security, learning education. I am a personal development teacher. I'm a life coach. I do a lot of crypto trainings. Have done a lot of onboarding. So the things I'll say here today, where we have to kind of laser focus on a couple of different things. But first and foremost, I don't know if you guys are able to use the chat or not, but if you guys are completely new to crypto, just throw a one in the chat for me. If you've never used a crypto wallet or an exchange or anything like that, just want to kind of see what I'm dealing with here. But if not, if you guys all have a little bit of experience, it's great. Okay, cool. Awesome. There's a few. So, first and foremost, guys, I just want to say that security is number one. And Thomas mentioned it. And, um, treat your crypto, treat your money. This is your wealth. A lot of you guys, most of us here are going to make a lot of money here, right? We have something very special here, something that I've never seen the likes of it in all my years of experience, networking or cryptocurrency. And so, it's most important that you all are diligent and make good decisions and aren't clicking nefarious links, aren't opening emails that come from Coinbase or Metamask or Thomas or me or your mother. All these things, you have to be alert, and you don't operate out of the fear of missing out, because that's when you make mistakes. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer there, before I hop into this. And this is being recorded, you guys. So if I go a little too fast for you, it's okay. You'll be able to go back and review what I've said, and I'll make the slides available to all you guys. So Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And let's go. Here we go. All right, Thomas, you can see me okay? See the presentation okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right, thank you guys. So guys, today I'm going to go over a little bit of crypto wallet training with MetaMask, which is one of my all-time go-tos for everything crypto. And then if time permitting, I'll go into Gemini wallet as well. There's a slight difference between the two, both very reputable, very amazing wallets. And so I will go over, you know, um, yeah, using MetaMask, buying with MetaMask, receiving USDC being one of the focal points for us here in Texit. But by the end of the session, you guys, you'll understand how to safely buy, store, and move USDC. That's the goal here today. It's USD, of course, is one of the world's most trusted stable coins. Stable coin being that it's pegged to the US dollar, like USDT. So the fluctuation, the volatility is not there like you see in other cryptocurrencies. So anyone new to crypto terms, I just want to throw out two terms here. There's custodial and then there's non-custodial. And these are in wallets, right? Custodial is something like an exchange, like Coinbase. They hold the crypto for you. Okay. They hold the control there. A non-custodial wallet is something like MetaMask, where you hold the keys, you own the funds, you are the bank, you are in perfect control. So just think of it like that. I just wanted to throw these terms out for you. Um, so using MetaMask, let me go over to my screen here. And so MetaMask for crypto users, how to buy and manage USD safely. Whenever you see that fox, that cute little fox, that's MetaMask. He's becoming a well-known icon in the crypto industry. So what MetaMask is it's basically your digital key to Web3. It's a wallet you control entirely. So you store the tokens, you send them, you receive them, and you connect to decentralized apps. Um, the magic here, guys, and why I like it so much is that you hold the private keys. It means that no one can freeze or take your funds without access to your seed phrase. So we'll go over that. But really, guys, and you've heard Bobby say this, and I'll say it all the time, do not hold all your funds on an exchange because what happens? An exchange, some of you might recall FTX. Some exchanges can freeze your funds. All exchanges can freeze your funds, or you can lose access to your funds at any time. So this is very important, and another reason why I love MetaMask. So um, the uh, the the browser extension is well. Let's start here. The MetaMask is a non-custodial wallet, like I mentioned. You can think of it as your crypto browser extension. And I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like after I go over the slides. So just I want you kind of to focus on the slides for now and not the actual wallet. So it basically MetaMask, it runs on Ethereum, it runs on other chains like Base, Arbitrum, and Polygon. You don't really need to know all those, but just know they're like highways on the road, right? Each highway is a different chain, layer one. So TEXITcoin is a layer one, it's its own chain, right? Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Polygon, all different chains, all different highways. You can buy crypto directly through fiat on-ramps like Stripe or MoonPay, depending on your state laws, but it's a multi-functioning platform. So you think about getting on a highway from a side road. So you're getting onto Ethereum and you're on-ramping from your bank, your fiat to on-ramping into Ethereum of USDC. So it's just a little visual. You can do direct purchases on MetaMask. They use third-party companies like Transact. You probably heard of MoonPay if you've been involved. Stripe is a big one that has been introduced as well. So we're going to go through kind of just the security and setup of the simple process that you take. in order to get into a MetaMask and create a MetaMask wallet. So first step is you're going to download it from the only official website, guys. That's metamask.io. Never, ever, ever click different links that you're not sure. So metamask.io, always double, triple check the URL that you're clicking or typing in or copying and pasting. So you're going to create a wallet. This is your first time getting in a MetaMask. You create a wallet. And what's going to happen is when you create this wallet, and I'll go through this quickly in a minute so that you have it, is they're going to give you a random 12-word seed phrase, it's called. You're going to store this offline. You heard Thomas say, put it in a fire safe bag, put it in your safe. Do not screenshot this, guys. Do not email it. I've dealt with so many people that have gotten hacked or lost their email or lost their phone and had them in their notes. Make sure it is offline and in a safe. I can't stress that enough. You're going to create a password that you know, only you know, and then enable the security on it, guys. When you go in there, you can enable, I have biometrics set up so it does a facial scan. So I can get into the wallet, in and out. It knows who I am. Very simple, very important. So I'm going to go back here for just a second, and I'm going to go over to MetaMask here, and I'm going to share with you guys the little. I'm going to do this from my desktop as well, just so that you guys can get over here. I'm going to share this here. I got like 3 screens here, so bear with me real quick, and then share desktop too. Okay, and make sure you guys can see this. All right. All right, guys. So now this is you guys, right? And you're going out to metamask.io, and you see I double, triple check that I am at the secure website of metamask.io. I'm going to land here. This is what you'll see. This is MetaMask. They just updated everything on their site. They've done a whole new overhaul. So if you guys are used to it, it might look a little different. But once I'm here, keep in mind, I said this is a MetaMask. It's a browser extension. So you click on MetaMask and whatever you're on, I'm on Firefox currently. I've actually got Chrome, I've got Brave, I've got Safari. But when you're on your browser, it will probably pull up whatever extension you need to add to. So if we're adding to Firefox, you're going to allow the extensions to run in private windows. It's going to access, so you're just going to have to add and authorize it. So once you're here, it'll show you that MetaMask was added. I like to check on pin extension to toolbar. So that means it's going to put it right here on the top right. If you guys can see the little tiny fox there, that's going to stay up here in your little bar so you have quick access to it. Now, once you're in here, you can choose to share your data. I'm just going to say no thanks for now. It doesn't matter either way if you do that. And then, so once you're getting started, you're going to agree. You click get started, and you're going to agree to the terms of use. So go ahead and agree to that. You got to scroll down, hit the little down arrow to scroll all the way down, hit agree. Okay, so as I mentioned before, now if you are very new, first time to MetaMask, you're going to create a new wallet. And if you are on here and you already have a MetaMask wallet, let's say, on a different browser on your phone or whatever, you can click it, I have an existing wallet, and put in your seed phrase. So we're going to create a new wallet. I'm just going to click Google and let's just pick a email to use. Uh, let's see. Let's do a password. Yeah, well, let's just go. Let's get out of here real quick. Hi, buddy. So, of course, we're doing security first here. Choose a password.
So Corey, did you go back and then click create with the seed word phrase? Is that what you did?
Yeah, create wallet.
Oh, yeah, with this seed phrase.
Okay. So, and this is the step, you guys, that um, you have to get ready for. Grab a pen. And this, guys, for purposes of training only. This is not my real wallet. This is not one I'll use. So anybody watching this, it's okay to reveal these. Don't ever, ever give these 12 words. This is your lifeline here, guys. I'm going to stress this again. This is your lifeline. This is the Now here, I'm not going to take a screenshot, right, guys? I'm not going to take a photo of it. I'm not going to keep it online anywhere. I'm going to write these down. So everybody with me now, if you want to practice, write them down with me because this will get you in the habit of using offline passwords and seed phrases to keep yourself safe from yourself. And if somebody comes online and says, "Hey, this is Cory," and they reach out to you on WhatsApp or Telegram and says, "Hey, um, we need to send you some TXC in your wallet for the promotion we did last week. I just need your seed phrase words so that I can drop some USDC into your wallet." And you're like, "Oh, okay, here you go." So you don't want to do that. So what's going to happen on the next screen, so MetaMask confirms that you have saved your stuff. It will ask you, okay, what was the fourth word? I can't read my own writing, so hopefully I become useless and live. Okay, so it'll double check what you did. Perfect. You're good. Done. Now, guys, I of course I always like to have mobile and desktop available in case I'm on the go. Sometimes, as Sarah knows, Sarah and I made many jokes about walking and doing stuff on our phone at the same time and getting distracted. So we're working while we're on mobile. So I always love to have MetaMask app on my phone. Works the same way, guys. You're going to get it from your Google Play or Apple Store. And now you have an account. You are created. You are good. You are good to go. I am going to show you this interface. This is the expanded version. But if you click the little extension in the top right, you're going to see this most of the time. To get the expanded version you're looking at, just go into the three bars here and click on Expand View, and it'll open up big for you if that's what you choose to do. So just so you guys see at the top left, this is your account. This is what you'll be either buying or selling or swapping, whatever you want to do within MetaMask. And you can do a lot, trust me. So you can name your account. You can have several different accounts. Just so you guys know, it's like your own little vault here, right? And you can create um, multiple different accounts in here, and you can name them something else. So if you want to set up something for your family member, little Tyson, he wants his own account. He's got his own TEXIT account, and he's got his own, situation going on, and you're going to keep it for him until, whatever date. But you can, I've got a wallet that has 36 accounts on it. So I have all these different accounts named something different. You just add an account, make it an Ethereum account, and name it Walter's account. So add account. Now you've got Walter's account, and this operates completely separate from your own account. Okay, this is Cory's account. This is Walter's account. Everything is kept separate. So you can have a nice organized MetaMask wallet. This is called a wallet. And then you can have separate accounts within the wallet. Okay. So now, that being said, I'm going to go back over to our fun little presentation, and I'm going to move on to the next section here, which is buying USDC inside MetaMask. Okay. So you guys might be referring people, you might not, you might into Texit, and you might be thinking about doing it. You might be at the beginning of your journey where you're getting excited and you want to be able to do these things. And one of the biggest things is onboarding somebody into Texit. It's, as you know, Thomas was doing a lot of different things and getting very, crazy with peer payments and all this. And, I know how stressful that is. I've done it. And, you know, having having MetaMask, having a crypto wallet, having USDC on hand to be able to say, okay, Sarah wants to come in. Sarah and I talked about this last night. Sarah wants to come in, and everybody's in a different situation. But I say, Sarah, okay, I can take care of this for you, but let's sit down and get you a crypto wallet opened up. Let's sit you down, get you a MetaMask wallet. Hey, Cory, listen, I'm at work right now. I just want to get this done so I get my mining tokens tonight. You guys all have heard it. And so we say, okay, Sarah, listen, we're going to get you some USDC. I'm going to get you in. But let's meet after work, get on a Zoom, and I'm going to open up a Coinbase or a MetaMask or whatever that looks like for you today. All right. So the important part is being able to buy USDC. You're going to choose USDC as your target token. You're going to pick your network. Ethereum is the most popular, obviously. Select your provider. Oops, let me go back one. And then complete your purchase. So I'm actually going to go through this with you guys in real time, just to show you guys what that looks like, because it's always better to have that real-time view. And let me go ahead and get back open here to my screen. Again, I have multiple screens open. So, okay. And let's switch the screen here. And let's go to here. And let me make sure you guys can see this. All right. So this is my already established wallet. And as you see here, I'll just go through this real quick. In this sub bar here in the menu, it's okay if people see your wallet address, guys, because you can only send money here. You can't access it by my receiving wallet address. So just so you guys know, there is a submenu in the menu, submenu within the menu of MetaMask, and uh, this will show your total up top. You'll have the buy, swap, send, and receive features in the middle. These are the most popular features, just so you know. It'll show your list of tokens down here. And for your information, if for ever any reason that let's say you purchase USDC or Ethereum or whatever that looks like for you purchasing, if you don't see it in the token list, you might have to add the token into here by the contract address, which I'll get to that. So in this purposes, we're going to go to buy here. Let me open the screen a little bit here. And so we're going to go ahead and connect the wallet. And this is the wallet I want to connect. So it'll MetaMask gives you a pop-up a lot so that you can confirm things and connect things. So now that we're connected, get started. Okay, so I have my right wallet address here, and the interface on the mobile app, guys, is a little different. So works the same way, just a little different. So if I go here and let's say I want to purchase an amount of crypto, you'll see, okay, I have USDC. I want to purchase USDC, guys. So I click on the token. I'm going to go here to USDC on Ethereum. So you guys see that here. I have a recommended quote down here to receive 200. So it's about $10 fee. You're using a third party company. Continue with, you can also go down and click see more quotes. They're going to give you the best one though, usually the best rate. You can also use Coinbase Pay to do. I haven't actually. Um, I haven't actually tried that, but if obviously you have to have the Coinbase account to do that. For purposes of this, I'm going to show you guys though. MoonPay, 247. That's a good price right there. Um, in here, you have the option, you guys, to choose debit or credit. Venmo. Andrea did an amazing training yesterday, and Venmo was an option when she was using crypto.com. A lot of them are integrating that now. When it comes to purchasing crypto, you guys, with any of these wallets or non-custodial or custodial or exchanges, go with what fits you best. Is it speed you're looking for? Is it budget you're looking for? Is it a combination of both? Is it a buy limit you're looking for? Whatever that is, as you see, PayPal has the highest buy limit. It costs the most. Venmo has a medium buy limit. Pretty quick, you get it in less than 10 minutes. And then 5 to 10 minutes with a debit or credit card. Cheapest, sorry, not cheapest, but lowest buy limit. Okay, so for this purposes, I'll select a debit credit card, um, continue with MoonPay, and go ahead and continue. And actually, let's just continue with USD. I'm going to switch from I'm switching to mobile so you guys can see mobile real quickly. And it's good so that you guys can see both mobile and the desktop version, because many of you will be navigating in and out. So let me go ahead and share here for you guys. Oops. Thomas, can I make my mobile? I'm going to make my mobile account here a can you make my mobile account, Thomas, a co-host by chance?
Yes, let me find it real quick.
Thank you. Sorry, I forgot to type.
Is it labeled?
Cory. Yeah, it should be Cory Moran as well.
Give me 1 second. Okay, boom, I'm not seeing it there.
It's in the list there.
Okay, let me get the list up. I'm sorry. I was scrolling through. Okay, I see co-host, and let's find Cory. Oh, there we go. You are wonderful to help me out there to figure out how to find you.
Oh,
All right, there you go.
there we go. Thank you, Thomas. Sorry, I meant to do that beforehand. All right, so guys, all right, so I'm going to share here, and all right, so here we go. You see, I have MetaMask top left there. I'm going to go ahead and go into MetaMask. Kind of similar interface, guys, as you see. And I'm going to go to the buy button again here. I'm going to go to the buy button in the middle here. I'm going to switch Ethereum to USDC like you saw me do. I'm going to put an amount in here. I have the debit or credit card selected. I'm going to get quotes. Okay, not too bad. This one's going through Stripe, also known as Link. So you see I'm using USD, that's fiat, the American currency, and I'm receiving $244.41 of USDC. I will continue with that. Let's see, I don't know which email they have, but I will try this one and continue. It does this for security purposes as well. And I'm going to check my email. grab the code real quickly here on the inbox. Verification code here. Copy and paste. And just know, guys, I know some people get frustrated with all the security purposes, but um, we have to do this to keep safe. I did this yesterday, but let me, since I used MoonPay yesterday, it's got to go through a different one, but let me stop share just so I can put my social security number in there. You guys doing good? You learning something? Hopefully. 495. Good. I saw some thumbs go up. Yeah. Feel free to react with your emojis there. Okay, now I'm going to share back over here, guys, so that you guys, awesome, you guys, cool. Okay. All right, guys. So it was basically simple putting in your information so that you are secure and you are protected and everything is copacetic. And I'm going back to my screen so you guys are able to see. Here you go. All right. So it's going to ask you, this is your Ethereum wallet address. Yes. Let's use this wallet to purchase. So we'll go through the use this wallet function. It'll take a second. It's verifying right now. Um, Another thing I want to mention while this is doing this, guys, is any wallet that you're using, whether it's Coinbase, Kraken, Exchange, or a non-custodial like Metamask, or you're using Gemini or crypto.com or whatever you're using, um, you're transacting with USDC on the ERC20 network, which is Ethereum. So that means you need gas in order to do a transaction. So you're going to need gas fees. Usually when you're sending in somebody for onboarding, it's usually just, 24 or 47 cents, something like that, to send in your USDC payment. And if you're moving money from or crypto from Ethereum to another wallet or whatever that looks like, there's a small gas fee. So you will not be able to use or send USDC unless you have that Ethereum amount. So a little side tip for you guys, and I don't know why this is taking so long, but it could be that I'm on Zoom and sharing. So let me just stop sharing and see if it'll go through here. But so just so you guys understand this, the cost to transact with USDC on Ethereum, you need a gas fee. A gas fee will power the transaction through. It's gotten a lot better as far as the pricing. Um, so it's always a good rule of thumb to keep Ethereum on hand, whatever wallet you're using. I've sent like a handful of bucks to each of the wallets that I transact with USDC, because if you go and, let's say it's an emergency and you need to use USDC and you have no Ethereum in there, you're going to have to figure out how to get Ethereum in there. So um, another thing that you can do, and I know Thomas has done this, I've done it a lot of times, is if I'm signing someone up and they've gotten their USDC, they've got USDC or they just bought USDC, I can send them a couple bucks to say, hey, listen, I'll send you a couple, $1 of Ethereum just so that you can get through your gas fees, but make sure you purchase some more or send some more when you have it. And this is, I think it's because of Zoom, guys, but this is how to purchase. I purchased some last night. So um, if you, I'm going to try MoonPay real quick. It could be Link. But does everybody get that? The Ethereum situation, make sure you have gas fees. If you're using Base, they also use Base Ethereum as gas fees. So Just want to stress that point because I've run into situations before where I have been trying to get USDC to send and I don't have enough gas, and then I run into the situation where, dang, I got to either go buy some or move some from a different wallet, and it just gets kind of hectic. So always good to have 133373 133373. Okay. So I don't want to spend any more time on this, guys. It's you've seen how to do it. You can choose a third party quote. It'll go through and everything is great. Once you have the USDC, it'll pop in your wallet. Use the Ethereum to send out. So I'm going to go back to my presentation here so we can move along. And I've covered this. Now let's go to and I did mention before, guys, you can find these, make sure you're dealing with the correct contract addresses. Like I said, if for some reason in any of your wallets, if USDC doesn't show up on Ethereum, you can grab the USDC Ethereum address from here. A reliable source, obviously, is CoinMarketCap. That's your number one reliable source for getting the Ethereum on, USDC on Ethereum contract address. So, save and confirm, you're good to go. And just a quick note here, guys, receiving or sending USDC. Copy your wallet address when you're receiving. I went through this with a couple of people. It starts with the 0x always on Ethereum for USDC. Only share it when you're 100% the sender is using the same blockchain. You need to send Ethereum to Ethereum, guys, unless you're using a bridge. I'm not going to get into that today, but Ethereum on USDC to Ethereum or USDC on Ethereum, make sure it matches the same blockchain network. So Ethereum USDC usually within a minute. Sometimes depending on the traffic on the network. Again, think of it like a highway. Sometimes there can be congestion on the highway on the Ethereum blockchain, so it could take a little longer. Don't freak out. But just give it, a minute or so. It usually pops in there. So when sending your USDC, always triple, quadruple check. I always look at the first four characters and the last four characters of the address that I'm sending to before I send. Always safe to do that. And let's see. Uh, you can do you can do test transfers, you guys. If this is your first time or you're just beginning, it's always a good idea to send a test transfer if you're doing like if I'm doing sending out for the first time, I send a small, $5 amount to make sure it goes to the right wallet. Just safe practices. But once you get into it and you're triple checking your wallet addresses, you're okay. Um, Keep gas phase, I covered that. Store your seed freight offline, I covered that. How are we looking on time, Thomas? Do I have enough time to go into Gemini, or should I save this for another time?
I think you're fine. We
Okay.
are recording, so that would be great. I
Okay.
think you're fine, and if people got to go, they got to go. We'll get the
Okay.
recording to them. Okay.
Awesome. Perfect. So guys, moving into Gemini wallet is and if I don't know if you guys saw when I was sharing my screen, I'm going to go back to my original sharing of my mobile in a minute because Gemini is a great app on the phone. But moving into the Gemini wallet, guys, is it's great for buying, storing, sending USDC from anywhere really, or a USD exchange. But one thing that's different in MetaMask and the Gemini wallet is MetaMask is moving towards being able to off ramp into a bank account. But as of right now, it's kind of in a migration period. So Gemini is great for moving off ramp and on ramp USDC. So you can actually go to your bank account so if you're getting paid referral commissions or you're needing to move crypto to actual money in your bank, great option here. Um, this is what the Gemini card looks like, just so you know. It's a US regulated exchange. It works like, you remember I said custodial and non-custodial? Which one would this be, guys? Custodial or non-custodial? Since it's a US regulated exchange, you're looking at a custodial wallet. So, let's see. You can think of Gemini as your similar to MetaMask as your on ramp for regular banking world into crypto. It's regulated under the New York law, so you can, as far as validating and security purposes, it's a highly trusted wallet. It was actually founded by the Winklevoss twins, if you remember them. Everybody remembers them from back in the Facebook days, getting into crypto. They were huge into the crypto conferences and but it's one of the most compliant crypto platforms in the US. So you can buy, sell, or hold crypto, withdraw at any time. You can withdraw it to other wallets or your bank account, like I said. So setting up, it's pretty straightforward, guys. When it comes to, sorry, my mouse is going nuts. When it comes to setting up a Gemini account, and you're going to go to Gemini.com. It'll direct you to download the app to your wallet, sorry, to your device. You're going to create and verify. Again, you guys, they're going to go through an account verification. This is for your protection, your security. Again, we're going to potentially be dealing with a lot of money here in and out of crypto. So it's best that you're protected. So you're going to fill out that information. It's a walkthrough, step by step for you guys. I've done it plenty of times for this purposes and time. I don't need to go through that, but I do want to show you the app interface. Just like other off-ramp wallets and exchanges, you're going to link your US bank account via ACH or wire. And going on to purchasing crypto, which I'll show you, you're gonna have a choice again of using a debit or credit or those options. You can enable your 2FA for extra security. Just so you guys know, for depositing and having access, because of course in the Texit arena, we always want things faster. In the microwave mentality of human beings, we want faster. ACH is like a 1 to 3. Usually, you guys, I usually experience that it's more on the one side of the days than it is the three. It's just depending on different factors, but I do enjoy the expedited kind of interfaces that Gemini uses. The wire transfer, it's faster, obviously. There's a fee associated with that. And then you've got the debit card, higher 3.49% fee, but it's absolutely instant. So just things to, again, like I covered before, what are you into? What do you need? So I'm going to show, this is on the slide, but I'm going to actually show you what it looks like by doing this. Better to see the actual interface than it is to go over a slide for this. So I'm just going to make sure I cover everything here. So I'm going to join real quick again from mobile, and here we go. Okay. Make sure you guys can see my screen. Stop share here. And all right.
Perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you see all of my wallet apps here. We'll get into those at some point. But let's see. Bottom right, you see Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and open Gemini. I like Gemini. It's got a very easy user interface. It's very user friendly. It's fun. It's colorful. It's got bells and whistles, all that good stuff. So um, when you're first going here, you see the main button at the bottom, right? It's the one that stands out. You've got a little menu button up top. You can buy and sell from here. As I'm pushing the bottom button. Here you can buy crypto, you can sell, you can convert, deposit, withdraw. All of your main functions are right down in the middle. So that's another reason I like this interface, is because you can easily find what you're looking for. and you can withdraw to your bank account. You can deposit and do all that good stuff. So I'm going to buy crypto. This is what we're here for. Um, and keep in mind, guys, this is after I've already KYC'd, after I've already put in my information. So you will go through those steps at first before you get to this screen. I can either scroll down and find the asset I want to purchase, which you see USDC. I can select, I can search for it by typing it in. However you want to get there, whatever is easiest for you. Um, so let's say I want to do an amount of USDC. So I check the top left, I'm buying USDC. Instant, you can set a limit order, not getting into that right now, or a recurring buy. So you have options. I am wanting instant USDC. I have the option of Apple Pay, Visa, debit card, or a bank account. So um, keep an eye on what you're doing here because a bank account that's going to take about 6 to 7 days. um, the debit cards, they do have a daily limit, as you see there, withdraw in 48 hours. Apple Pay I can use. I'm going to review. You see that there's a transaction fee of $12.32. Am I willing to pay that? Okay. If not, you can, again, you can choose a different way to go. So if you do that, if you choose the debit card route, you're still getting the same, you're using the same form of payment. But if you're doing like, let's say we choose the bank account that takes longer, you notice that there's only a $3.73 fee. Um, Good for if you've got people that have time, like Coinbase, setting something like this up and aren't in a hurry. So you're paying for the fast service. So for the purposes of this training, I'm just going to go ahead and review. It's going to pull up my Apple Pay, and I'm going to use the card. And as you see, it is processing. This should take just a second. I get a cool vibration on the phone, a little cool animation, successfully bought, done. So that was pretty fast, guys. Now as you see, my balance went up. You've got the portfolio balance on the top left. You've got the assets that you have in the middle. So if I have $12.61 in XRP, so you guys see that these are nicely categorized between cash and crypto. Obviously, you can stake here as well, another training. But yeah, here's my USDC. Now, if I want to send my USDC out, I don't have it available yet because it's going to take time. When you guys move money, just remember there is a waiting period, like Andrea discussed yesterday, and we will all discuss on our trainings. You have to wait for a certain period. So usually, like I said, I'm sure this will be available within the next 24 hours, maybe 48 hours at the most. But once you have it in there, you'll be able to send. So if I just brought Sarah in, I sent USDC for her to get in a rush situation into Texit. And I say, okay, Sarah, you've just bought your USDC. So go ahead and once that's available, send it to my address. I'll send Sarah my address and it's easy peasy. So, all right, that being said, you guys, I want to move through to the final part. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to show you real quick while I'm here. Top left, you see a little astronaut icon. That's your profile side of things. This is where you can manage your payment methods up here. You can add different payment methods if you want to, try different payment methods or have those stored in there securely for you. But that's in that area up top. I just wanted to show you that. So, um, anything else I need to show you guys? You've got transaction history and all that good stuff. And I think that's it on here. So that is it. I'm going to share my screen for one last time, and I'm just going to do a quick summary for you guys. I know it was a lot to process for some, and it was a review for others, but I'm going to give you a quick summary. So you've seen two wallets today. You've seen Metamask, the non-custodial. You hold your own future, you hold your own destiny in your seed words, safe. Gemini, you'll create a password, you'll create a login, you'll KYC, and it's like using a centralized exchange or a custodial wallet. And my mouse is freezing. Sorry, give me 1 second. And so, in quick summary, guys, I don't know what's happening, but I will do this. Okay. So MetaMask, non-custodial, hold, send, receive, interact with digital assets directly on chain. You control supported assets, pretty much everything. Gas tokens, remember, have Ethereum for gas. Have somebody send you some. We're always, as leaders, able to help navigate that system. The security is incredible, 100%, because you control it. You lose your keys, you are SOL. Remember that. um, Gemini, we went through really quickly, but you've got all these different custodial wallets. They all kind of do the same thing, but they all have different user interfaces. You'll see once you go through a few trainings of different wallets, you'll find the one that you like best. There's certain ones that you might like, different pieces. So Gemini does hold your private keys. You do control your account access. So that's the difference there. Purpose of Gemini is on ramping, off ramping, and then being able to move in between cryptos. Gemini has tons of different cryptos. Security is top notch. It's US regulated under the NYDFS, and it's an ideal for us for on ramping, and off ramping. So that concludes this portion of MetaMask and Gemini wallet. So, any questions, Thomas? We want to field anything?
You know what? I think we're coming on the hour. I think we'll save questions to get to with their people, and we have the recording. Unless there's any leaders that wanted to add something that have the ability to unmute that would be awesome. We'll keep it open for just a second for that.
Awesome.
Cory, I've always had one question about all of these that use biometrics for security. What happens if, let's say, for example, I leave this world and I'm using biometrics? How does someone get into their wallets?
Me and Cory cut your finger off. No.
I thought of that, Thomas, but I didn't want to say it.
Well, you know what I would do, Sarah.
Buy an apple. I know.
No, there's always
Oh,
a
that's funny.
backup or a recovery way. That's built into the security where if you can't get in with the biometric, there's an option for a password. So as long as you have the password, actually Sarah and I talked about this in Thailand, but I created multiple different baggies here, which I will insert into a security fire safe pouch like Thomas, and then in the security area of my safe. But I've got, multiple accounts with instructions in case something, God forbid, would happen to leave it on. But yeah, Sarah, to answer your question shortly, if the biometrics, like if you look in your phone and you do biometrics, if you can't access it for some reason, you're wearing like something over your face and it doesn't allow you, it'll give you that password access option. And always make sure that your settings, wherever wallet you're using, has a backup or option like that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, or just carry Sarah around with you like Weekend at Bernie's.
Or buy an iPhone.
Yes, or get an iPhone.
Any other leaders want to add or ask a quick question, and then if not, we're going to end the recording.
I don't have a question, but I just want to say excellent